Madagascar's amazing ring-tailed lemurs, Lemur cata, have all but vanished from many of the island nation's forests. According to last surveys, population of the lemur has fallen to between 2,000 and 2,500 animals in the wild, a highly disturbing 95% decrease in the last 17 years. There are now fewer ring-tailed lemurs living in the wild than there are living in zoos around the world.
Almost every species of lemur is at risk of extinction, making it the world's most endangered primate. Lemurs are native only to the island of Madagascar. Most existing lemurs are small, have a pointed snout, large eyes, and a long tail. They chiefly live in trees and are active at night. The destruction of their tropical forest habitat in Madagascar, caused by illegal tree logging, charcoal production, and mining, is the chief cause. But the round-eyed primates are also being increasingly hunted by humans for restaurant food, and some are captured for the pet trade. Lemurs are an important part of nature. As they travel throughout the forest, they spread their droppings, spreading the seeds in their own natural fertilizer. Eventually, these seeds grow new trees, providing shelter and food not only for the lemurs but for many other animals as well.
What about pandas?
Hi, my name is Nisa. I will give you brief information about pandas today. Only 2,000 of the pandas left in the wild. 99 of the ordinary pandas' daily food is bamboo. Giant pandas' lifespan in the wild is about 20 years.
Although giant pandas are counted as a carnivorous in scientific classification, it is actually a herbivore since the panda's daily food is almost exclusively made of bamboo. However, while pandas have digestive systems of still carnivores, they do not have enzymes that try to digest cellulose. Thus, they take a small amount of energy and a small amount of protein from the consumption of bamboo.
Hello everyone, I'm Hilal. I want to give you 3 interesting information about pandas today. First, pandas spend most of their time sleeping and eating bamboo. Later, the colors of pandas allows them to be camouflaged. Third, they live only in the forests of China and Tibet. What about Chinekapari?
The number of each day it has decreased and today only 130 head of Chinekapers are left in the world.
The pastures are usually covered with weak dry grass at the beginning of summer and autumn, and green grasses that will not be cedar very strong in other periods.
In 1998, there were 3,000 Chinechapars and the population has decreased recently.
This type of sheep is a breed that contains more feeding meat.
It is resistant to diseases and bad environmental conditions. Lambs have high survival and growth rates.
Prefer. This breed of sheep is that meat income is at the forefront in animal husbandry today. What about bobcat?
Animal is lynx. Lynx is a solitary wildcat that lives in parts of Northern America, Europe, Asia. They hunt at night and feed on mice, squirrels, and birds.
Their hearing and eyesight so well that can spot a small mouse from meters away. Weights of lynxes are between 18 and 25 kilograms. Lynxes are animals that can run very fast.
The lynxes are endangered animals because they are hunted down by humans for their fur. In Turkey, they are under protection in Tunceli by the people. What about koalas?
Fluffy ears, round heads, and spoon-shaped noses. Koalas are mostly known for their adorable faces. Also called koala bears because of their teddy bear-like appearance, koalas are marsupials, which means that they are born immature and develop further in safety or pouch in their mother's belly. Koalas have uniquely designed hands and feet. With sharp-pointed claws and rough paws, koalas' hands and feet are uniquely designed to hold onto tree branches. Their front paws have 5 digits. Two of the digits opposite the other three like a pair of thumbs.
Koalas love to sleep. Koalas spend about 10% of their day eating and the remaining 90% of their time sleeping. Oh, that's life. They usually sleep up to 18 or 20 hours a day. However, even during sleep, koalas are pretty alert of anything unusual happening in their surroundings. To accommodate too much sleeping in the tree branches, koalas have a curved spine and extra thick fur.
What do koalas eat? Koalas mainly eat eucalyptus leaves. An adult koala eats somewhere between 200 to 500 grams of leaves each day. However, koalas' preference for these leaves varies during summers and winter. During summers, they may prefer slightly more fluid and water content in the leaves they eat, while in winters they go for lesser water content, but they eat tree leaves. What about polar bears?
Polar bears are under threat. Experts warn that polar bears will be extinct this century unless steps are taken to address the climate change issue.
The melting of glaciers in the Arctic means that the habitat of polar bears has been destroyed.
To prevent the extinctions of polar bears, we must reduce global warming to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. What about the Caspian tiger?
The mating period of tigers lasts about 20-30 days, after a gestation period of approximately 100 days. The female tigers give birth to 3 cubs.
Giant cats roamed the long reeds and shrubs, hunting pigs and deer. But in the first half of the 1900s, hunting and poisoning decimated this subspecies, and the Soviet Union's agricultural projects dried up the tigers, swamped land to grow cotton and other crops. By the 1950s, disappearing habitats and food sources had wiped Caspian tigers off the map.
Most of the Caspian tiger, Caspian Sea in the western Turkey, the Caucasus, Iran, Turkmenistan, lived in the northern part of Afghanistan. Traces are also recorded in Mongolia and Iraq. So what about the cheetah?
Scientists explained that there were only 9,100 cheetahs left in the wild and that these animals were active only in 9% of the areas they live in the past.
The world's fastest land mammal is racing toward extinction.
Today there are just 7,100 cheetahs left in the wild. People should be raised so that cheetahs are not extinct.
Besides their amazing animals, they are declining. In the 1900s, the estimated cheetah population were in the 100,000 range, but today, their population is about 27,000. We are the biggest contributors to their decline, but cheetahs aren't alone in the endangered population. We should help them all. We said cheetahs aren't alone in the endangered population. What about low-grade sea turtles, also known as caretta.
Their lineages are exhausted, and this is totally our fault. The sea turtle caretta lives in the seas. Except for spawning, it never lands. It's kept under protection as it's under extinction.
He spends their entire life in the sea and come to beach only to dig a nest and lay eggs. We must keep the seas clean for the generation to continue incubation time of the carettas. We should protect eggs and the beaks.
Loggerheads has a lifespan of 47 to 67 years. Because of their long life, they are between 10 and 30 years old for the adolescence of these tortoises. They don't forget their roots, they're quite loyal.
What about red panda?
The red panda is a mammal native to eastern Himalayas and southwestern China. It has long, soft reddish-brown fur on the upper parts, blackish fur on the lower parts, and a light face with tear markings. It is roughly the size of a domestic cat, though with a longer body and is somewhat heavier.
Red pandas spend most of their lives in trees and sleep aloft. They have a taste for bamboo, but different from their larger relatives, they eat many other foods such as fruit, acorns, roots, and eggs. While they are searching for foods, they are active mostly at night, as well as in the gloaming hours of dusk and dawn.
Hello everybody! The red panda. This is a red panda. Look at this cute thing. But the red panda is listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List because the wild population is estimated at fewer than 10,000 mature individuals. It continues to decline due to habitat loss, illegal hunting, and inbreeding depression. In our project, I'm ready for the center with my skills. We give great importance to global problems, and one of them is the conditions of endangered animal. Extinction is forever. Endangered means we still have time.